Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, so in today's session, we are going to discuss the batching topic, or we can say the batching of concrete in a elaborate manner. Okay, so what is batching? First of all, we should know it. So batching is nothing but the process of measuring ingredients or materials to prepare a concrete mix is known as batching of concrete. You also can write down these things in your curriculum because I have noted these things in a very pointed manner or in a very short and descriptive manner, so that it will be helpful for you to solve these things in exam as well. Okay, so batching can be done by two methods, as I have told you in a previous sessions as well, when we were discussing something about the process of concreting. That time we have discussed this batching topic, but it was a very brief. It was not in that detailed manner. So in today's session, we are discussing this topic in detail. So there are two methods basically for the batching, and those two methods are nothing but the volume batching and weight batching. Okay, so batching should be done properly to get quality concrete. It is quite very important. So just remember these things. So whatever these two methods are, volume batching and weight batching, it completely depends upon the nature of work you are doing. Okay, whatever the kind of work you are doing, whatever the time limit is for that, and accuracy, whatever it is been required, and based upon all these factors, we are going to select the type of batching, that is volume batching or weight batching. So we will discuss these two methods in detail. Okay, so batching, I hope you guys understood this particular definition. That is, whatever the mixing of ingredients we are using, that process of mixing is nothing but a batching. But that process can be carried out in two ways. That is, either it can be a volume batching or it can be a weight batching. Okay, so the first very important point for the volume batching is, in volume batching, materials are measured on the basis of volume. That is what is we know. Second is, it is less precise method of batching because you are taking volume. It is not appropriate. Okay, so you are just considering one container or one gauge box, and in that gauge box you are collecting all the materials, and you are mixing those materials based upon the volume of that gauge box, and that can be wrong sometimes. Okay, so it is a less precise method, we can say. When we do not have much more time in our hand, that time we have to follow this particular method. Measurement boxes or gauge boxes, we can call it as, of known volume are used to measure the materials. Okay, to measure the material, we are using gauge boxes or measurement boxes. Cement, three important ingredients, that is cement, cement aggregate, and you can say sand. These are three ingredients which we need to mix thoroughly in a dry manner, and then we are going to add some kind of some amount of water to mix it in a wet manner. Okay, so first of all, these three ingredients, how we are going to consider. Cement is taken in the form of bags, because one bag will be of 50 kg, which we are going to consider in liter as 35 liters. Okay, the volume of one bag of cement will be 35 liters. Volume of gauge bags used is made equal to the volume of one bag of cement, which is 35 liters or multiple thereof. If we require more quantity of cement, you have to take in a multiple manner. Okay, I hope you understood this topic. Okay, so now the next particular point is, gauge boxes are generally deeper and contains narrow top surface. You can see this is particularly the gauge box which is used for volumetric batching. Okay, narrow top surface. They are made up of timber or steel or iron. Either it will be made up of steel or timber or iron. Volumes of different sized fine aggregate and coarse aggregates are measured individually by these gauge boxes. We have to measure individually in this particular gauge boxes. Okay. Next is water is measured using water meter or water cans of known volume are used. Okay. To make 1:1:2 ratio of concrete mix according to the volume batching, one should take 35 liters of cement, one gauge box of fine aggregate, which will also be 35 liters, and two gauge boxes of fine aggregate, that is 70 liters. So it is very easy to measure this with the help of volume batching, but it is quite not you can say the accurate method. If water cement ratio is 0.5, then the half of the volume of cement, that is 25 liters of water, should be taken. They have in a very simple manner they have explained these things. Okay, so you can understood, I think. Now the next method will be weight batching. Okay, so what is this weight batching? In this method, materials are measured on the basis of weight. It is accurate method of batching. It is clearly mentioned that it will be an accurate method. Weight batchers or other type of weighing equipments are used to measure the weight of materials. You either can measure the weight of material individually by using weigh, okay, or you can do one thing, you can use the weighing equipment directly to measure the weight of materials. Cement, fine aggregate, coarse aggregate, and water are taken by weighing. Okay, weighing machine also you can use. Weigh batchers are used. Weigh batchers used are available in two types: mechanical weigh batcher, electronic weigh batcher. Okay. In mechanical weigh batcher, weights are measured using spring and dial gauge arrangement, and it is widely used equipment in weigh batching. I'll show it to you because I have one diagram representing this weight batching. Okay. In electronic weigh batchers, electronic scales and load cells supported by hoppers are used to measure the weight of ingredients of concrete. Weigh batchers are available, are manual or semi-automatic or fully automatic. Okay, so these are some points related to the weigh batching. Okay. Okay, so this is particularly the you can say instrument which we can use for the weigh batching. Okay, these you can call it as a hoppers. Okay, so manual type is used for small concrete production job, while other types are used for large concrete production, as we can understood it. So in case of semi-automatic weigh batching, aggregate container gates are lifted manually, and it is automatically closed after reaching required quantity in the weighing machine. In fully, it means it is set to particular volume, and according to that it will be weighing that particular aggregates or whatever the kind of material you are adding to it. In fully automatic weigh batcher, all the process will be done automatically. The benefit of this type or the benefit of this equipment, is it also measures the moisture content present in the aggregate and corrects the required quantity of water cement with respect to the moisture content of aggregate. This is the very, very important point we can say. Now, the same proportion we have taken, whatever we have taken for the volume batching. So 1:2 concrete mix, if it is there, using weigh batching, quantity of materials you have to take in this manner. That is, if 50 kg of cement, 50 kg of fine aggregate, and 100 kg of, that is double. It is two times. It is one for the cement and aggregate, or you can say the sand, and for the coarse aggregate it is directly double. So I have doubled the amount. Okay, so it is quite very simple to take this amount of material. Now, by knowing these two methods, I have compared those two methods so that to understand it in a better manner, that which method will be good or which method is uh, flexible for us. So you can simply read the very first point. Way batching is most precise method of batching than volume batching, since it is difficult to find the exact volume of granular materials because of their words. You are doing what you are going to do in the volume batching. You are just taking one container, you are adding some kind of aggregates into it, and there can be some voids left in that particular aggregate or fine aggregate or cement, and that can do one thing that will be less precise because it is not the proper volume you are expecting. Okay, so that's why due to this thing, way batching is quite more precise, we can say, because it will give you the accurate weight. Compressive strength of same concrete mix at 7 days and 28 days is higher for weight batching than volume batching. Okay, so again the second point is again for the you can say weight batching. So weight batching is having more advantages than the volume batching. Way batching concrete mix gives medium to very high slump, while for the same mix proportion in volume batching, slump differs from low to high. Okay, so that's why again you can refer for the way batching. Volume batching does not require skilled workers, but way batching will require skilled labors. Again, it will you can say increase the cost of your work. Okay, it is not economical. Selection of batching. Lastly, this point is relatable. You can understand very easily. Selection of any method among this will depend upon the size of project, concrete production, and the rate. Okay. Okay. Concrete production rate, sorry. Size of project and concrete production rate. How much amount of concrete you have to produce for that particular work is a factor on which your method of batching will be depending. Okay, so I hope you guys got some good knowledge in today's session as well. So stay tuned, guys. Again, I'm going to bring many more interesting topics. Okay, so thank you. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share my channel. Thank you.